Hey, my name is Andre Harrell. When I'm checking for R&B, I get my R&B from ThisIsRnB.com. To be honest, ever since I took over at Motown and left Uptown, the next generation really didn't focus on celebrating love. It kind of went to sex, and there was no love. And I think that when men sing about sex all the time, it makes women not sing about being vulnerable. They start singing about their independence and they don't need a man. And so I just knew that that wasn't the truth. That's not how everybody was feeling, nor was it how people wanted to feel. So I thought there was an opportunity to bring love back and put that on the radio. And I also think that music and those kind of records, they teach young people how to be. And I'm thinking that the records that we had out now was so influenced by hip-hop and the machismo of hip-hop that leaked into R&B, that the reality of how young men and women are supposed to conduct themselves in relationships and in social environment wasn't being depicted correctly at all. So I thought there was an opportunity for a paradigm shift back to love. Jodeci, I like Jodeci. They were guys, we had camaraderie, and they were just unreal performers. Well, you can't really make anything that you made before. It has to be what it's going to be for its time. But Jodeci was a very special group because they were a set of brothers. You know, Dalvin and Devontae were brothers, and Casey and JoJo were brothers. So they grew up in the church, in the same church, and they had made records. So that was a very unique situation. Hamilton Park. They're a bunch of tough, they're ball players. Their background is, they were playing double AU ball, and they met that way. They've been a group for 5 years, and they got a church background. And making them transition from some of the rugged images they got to more stylish things is my challenge right now. But they're rugged guys singing about love. I'm still working on it. I'm working on it with a guy named Barry McApoo who wrote New Jack Swing. I'm sorry, New Jack Swing. New Jack City.
New Jack City.
It's about how to make it in the record business and giving you some of the stories and the artists I've worked with and some of the ups and downs, and bringing it all the way to hearing what the record business is now and how people could do it now the way I did it. One of my favorite stories though in the book is when I went to Whitney Houston's birthday party. She was the first big star of my generation. And I remember it was me, Russell, and Nelson George. And it was all the way out so far in Jersey where Bruce Springsteen and Mike Tyson were living. And I remember that they checked us twice before we even got to the house. A mile away from the house, and then another time. And each time that they checked us, it just made me more excited, because I was like, this is the idea of creating an experience about a star. The younger generation of record execs, they don't have the same roots in R&B that I have. I'm from the Motown generation, and I'm from the hip-hop generation. And I'm an interesting bridge of two cultures. So I knew how to bring and desired to bring both those cultures together. Whereas the generation after me, they don't have the R&B, pure R&B, Motown perspective, or necessarily, they don't even necessarily have the church background or the respect for the church background. So they might have just sing and opportunity and perform, and they don't have the moral fiber, or they don't have the father and mother aspect of your parents controlling the radio. So you get your parents' music and you have your music.